Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Crisler Center for round 2 of March Madness. This is WCBN's coverage of the women's NCAA basketball tournament. I'm Zach Warshaw alongside Jaden Fode for the number 2 seed Michigan Wolverines taking on the number 7 seed NC State Wolfpack. Michigan beat Holy Cross in the first round to get here. Meanwhile, NC State had a little tougher time in number 10 Tennessee, but were able to take care of business, mostly due to Tennessee's abysmal three-point shooting. But Jaden, let me bring you in here as we get set for starting lineups in the beginning of this round of 32 matchup. What are you looking for in this game?
Yeah, I actually think it's going to be a really hard game for NC State, especially because we saw that game against Tennessee that they played in the first round, and one of their best players, Zoe Brooks, left the game after getting injured. And so that's a huge piece that they're going to be missing today. We see her over on the sidelines with a boot and crutches, so they'll be missing one of their leading scorers. She's averaging 16 points per game, so that's a huge piece that they're missing, especially when you're playing this Michigan Wolverines team who is so effective on offense. We saw them in that Holy Cross game. The first and fourth quarter of that game were completely dominant by the Wolverines, and I think that's something that the Wolverines really pride themselves on, is coming at you strong and then also finishing strong, which makes it so hard for teams to keep up with them. So I think it's going to be a really tall task for.
Absolutely. Obviously, NC State, a more formidable opponent than the Holy Cross Crusaders. That being said, they're going to need everything they can to get past this Michigan team. So losing Zoe Brooks is just detrimental, to be honest with you. They're not saying that they have no chance, obviously, but they're going to have to really rally around the other players on the team in order to get past this just stifling Michigan defense.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The Wolverines are averaging over 80 points per game, and then NC State averaging just over 77 points per game. So if you're averaging over 77 and then you're losing 16 points from there, that's going to be really hard to keep up with Michigan, especially because they're a team that plays so fast. So it's going to be hard to keep up with the pace that the Wolverines play at, but we'll see how they handle the pressure.
Oh, absolutely. As they get ready to introduce starting lineups here, let's do it on our own, Jaden.
There you go.
For NC State, they're going to start with Cadence Samuel, Zam Jones, Kai-Shi Lunin. Destiny Lunin's her name, but she goes by Kai-Shi, so we're going to call her that. Camille Pierre and Tilda Trieger, the GOAT, out of Sweden.
Love the name.
Coldest name you've
so
ever heard.
Awesome.
On the Michigan side, we're going with the standard lineup, same as last game, same as pretty much this entire season. Olivia Olson, Mila Holloway, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, Silas Swords, and Ashley Sofel-Kanik will round out the starting 5 for the Wolverines. Jaden, anybody stand out to you on either side as a one player to look for in specific?
Well, one player that I was especially impressed with after the first round games for both of these teams was Mila Holloway. I think she had an absolutely incredible game, not only scoring the basketball, but also just how she's able to facilitate this offense. She had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, one of her best performances of the year. Couldn't come at a better time when you're in the NCAA tournament, March Madness. So that's a player I'm looking at. And then for Michigan, I feel like it goes without saying, but Olivia Olson, she's someone that's carried this offense all season long. She's scored in double figures every single game so far this season, and that's why she's one of the best players in the Big Ten. And then on the other side for NC State, someone that I'm watching is Zam Jones. She scored a career-high 30 points in the first game against Tennessee, and they're going to need another huge performance like that from her today, especially with the absence of Zoe Brooks.
Absolutely. Never a better time to get hot than the NCAA tournament itself. We'll see if it'll stay that way during this game as they're finish up the NC State starting lineup to go to Michigan in a second. We got a little bit of time here still before starting tip-off. Any other keys to the game other than Mrs. Wolf being the greatest mascot I've ever seen for NC
awesome.
State?
She actually changed her outfit from game 1 to game 2, so she's really on top of her stuff. But one of the keys to the game that I'm looking at is three-point defense. When we watched the NC State versus Tennessee game, Tennessee shot, I don't even remember the exact number, but I wish I did, close to 40 three-pointers. They missed practically every single one of them. But the fact that they even had that many opportunities to shoot from 3, and a majority of them were uncontested three-pointers. So NC State is beyond lucky that Tennessee had a poor shooting night from 3, but if you let a team like the Michigan Wolverines shoot over 30 three-pointers in a game, I don't think they're going to miss nearly as many as Tennessee did when you have someone like Silas Swords, Mila Holloway, and Olivia Olson pulling up from 3. If you give them those wide open chances, you truly probably don't stand much of a chance in this game. So 3-point defense from NC State is going to be huge.
Absolutely. I'm glad you pointed out uncontested threes. They were just leaving them wide open and, frankly, bricking everything, for lack of a more scholarly term. So, indeed, if you leave people like Silas Swords, Neil Holloway open, they're not going to brick that every single time.
No.
So, NC State definitely has to clean up the defense on the 3-ball if they want any chance of advancing to the Sweet 16. That being said, no, we've been a little bit critical. This is not supposed to be a blowout by any means. It's a very good game. But NC State does have to rally everything within them to beat Michigan. It is very possible, but it's going to take a whole team effort, especially as we've talked about with the loss of Zoe Brooks. As we get ready to start here, both teams enter the floor. All the pregame festivities are done. Michigan wearing all white, NC State in that scarlet-esque red out of the ACC. We're courtside, Jaden. That's so cool.
I'm so excited.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. This is incredible. We got a great view.
Absolutely
I'm
incredible.
Looking forward
I've never
to
been
it.
this close for a broadcast in my life, and we get set for the tip-off. It'll be Ashley Sofocanic, the 6'3" junior, going against Tilda Trieger, 6'6". One of the rare times where Ashley is a little outmatched on the tip-off. As we get set to play here from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor, round of 32. About ready as soon as I was trying to time it up perfectly, but the ref ruined it. Gets ready, sets the ball, it's up and off. NC State wins the tip-off, taken immediately up court by Zam Jones. She'll give it to Lunin, over the left side to Pierre. Pierre drops it for Samuels at the top of the key. Throws inside for Trieger on the right side against the baseline. Just puts it up with the right hand. It's blocked by Sofocanic, out of bounds, saved. Now it's knocked away into the hands of Mila Holloway. Taking it up court, the Wolverines. The Corals Daniel, left side of the paint. Left wing now for Mila Holloway. Over to the corner now, Olivia Olson on the left side. She steps in, pulls up for a mid-range two. It's missed. Rebound put in by Corals Daniels. Got the miss off the right side and just put that up there to get those 2 points. It's 2-0 Michigan.
That's the mid-range jumper that Olivia Olson loves so much. And then Brooke Corals Daniels just getting the offensive rebound. She's been huge on the glass for the Wolverines all season.
Kaishi Luna now sends it into Pierre. Pierre going down the right side in the paint. Puts it up. Blocked away by Sofocanic. Out of bounds. It'll remain NC State ball, but what a rejection from Sofocanic on that one.
Oh my gosh, and what a start for Sofocanic. Back-to-back blocks on both offensive possessions from NC State so far.
NC State to inbound it from the Michigan baseline. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. It's sent into Trieger at the right wing. Over to Luna at the top of the key. She moves in, throws it into Pierre on the left side of the paint. Right on the baseline, fading away, shot over Olivia Olson. No good off the left side of the rim. Mila Holloway grabs the rebound, and they'll take it up court. Up to Sofocanic in the paint, smashing her way through Jones. It's deflected away, but there's a foul on that one on Zam Jones, and Ashley Sofocanic will go to the line.
Yeah, it looked like kind of more so Ashley Sofocanic's momentum carried her forward.
They're going to say that wasn't a full shot, so now to go to the line, it'll just be inbounded from the baseline. Beg your pardon. Inbounded to Swords on the left side of the baseline. Now to Sofocanic in the paint. She pulls up for the two. Off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Pierre. NC State now with it. In the left corner, Kaden Samuels gives it up to Lunin in the left wing. Right in the March Madness logo on the Michigan side of the court. She moves over to the top of the key. Blocked by Olivia Olson, and they're going to call a foul on this one.
You see, obviously, Lunin getting the start today in place of Zoe Brooks. She's only a freshman, but she's made a big impact on this team this season. So that's, I think, one of the players that they're really going to ask a lot to step up for, especially after she played a lot more minutes than normal in that game against Tennessee.
First foul of the day on Olson. NC State has it again in the pin. Immediately inbounds it, and Pierre puts it up off the glass to tie this one up at 2 with 8:30 remaining in the first. Michigan going quick the other way. Brooke Corals Daniels on the left side. Throws to Holloway on the right side, right outside the paint. She puts it up there. It rings around and in. 4-2. Kaishi Lunin, the Wolfpack, taking it up court. Across the half-court line, Lunin looking at Mila Holloway right in the face, making her way across the M towards the left side. Let's go Wolfpack from the people that have traveled from Raleigh here for this one in the Ann Arbor Regional. It's given to Jones. She moves into the paint. Fadeaway jumper is up and good. Tied up at 4, under 8 to play. Mila Holloway now for Michigan. Moves over to the right side. Standing on the M, trying to direct traffic a little bit. Gives it to Olson, now to Sofocanic on the left wing. Back to Holloway at the top of the key. Looking at Kaishi Lunin, trying to get around. And that's going to be a foul called as Brooke Corals Daniels tried to set up the screen and everyone just got ran over, a couple bodies on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see early on in this game NC State playing a lot tighter defense than they did against Tennessee, which is obviously something we talked about pregame that they're going to have to do if they want to keep up with Michigan, especially with how fast they move on offense and the way they can switch so quickly. They have to stay tight.
Inbound to Mila Holloway, right in front of us, Jaden. Oh my gosh, we're in the play. Over to Swords in the right corner, moves into the paint, throws over to Brooke Rolls-Daniels. She moves in down the left side, puts it up off the glass and in. 6-4 now the score.
Brooke Rolls-Daniels going up against Trieger, being able to get the shot up over her, so impressive.
There's a little bit of a height difference there.
Yeah,
Brooke Rolls-Daniels 5 foot, almost an entire foot shorter, but still able to make it work.
That doesn't matter for her.
On the other side now, it's Pierre in the paint. Pulls up right at the free throw line for a 2. That one is good. 6 apiece here in Ann Arbor. Michigan quick the other way again. Silas Swords in the left corner. Throws it into Sofocanic in the paint. Spin around, move around Trieger. Now goes around the other side. Bounces around and down. 8-6 from Sofocanic. Group effort for the Wolverines here. 3 different players in the scoring column with only 8 points. Kaishi Lunin with the ball for the Wolfpack. Double guarded right now. She'll throw it over to Zam Jones on the right side as they slowed things down a little bit. As Kendall Dudley waits to check in at the scorer's table. Over on the right wing now, back to Lunin. She moves into the middle towards the paint. Just pulls up from the top of the key just inside. That's a long 2, but that's good for an 8-8 score, excuse me.
That was a beautiful shot from Lunin. Exactly what you want to see from her early on in this game, looking to pick up some of that momentum from Zoe Brooks.
Olivia Olsen now in the left wing and then NC State's end. Over to Silas Sword. She moves in down the right side. Pulls up for a mid-range 2 off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Sofocanic. Now it's loose. People fighting for it down there. Trieger, Corals-Daniels. Man, even though she's a foot shorter, she still gets the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow favors the Wolfpack, so NC State will have it. Or not, even though the possession arrow favors it. They called it a jump ball, did they not, Jake?
The possession arrow's for Michigan.
Over on the scorer's table, it says NC State.
But on there, it says Michigan.
Oh, I guess the scorer's table is incorrect. I got to look at the Jumbotron. I apologize, everybody.
It's because Michigan's going that way.
Oh, I misunderstood it. Olivia Olsen pulls it for a quick
I see what you're thinking.
Apologies, I misread the sign. Anyway, NC State has the ball now. Over underneath the basket, Pierre puts one up off the bottom of the rim, rebounded by Mila Holloway. Wolverines have it again. Loses it at half court, stolen away. Thrown up to Pierre, just a little bit out of her reach, and that'll roll out of bounds and be Michigan ball with 5:46 remaining in the first.
A little bit of a sloppy play there on both sides. Mila Holloway just kind of loses control, gets the ball stolen out from under her, and then just a little bit of a too far forward pass. Pierre can't quite keep up with that one.
Mila Holloway with the ball for the Wolverines now. Moves over to the left wing, very slowly taking it now to Olivia Olsen, who moves it to Silas Sword, standing at the M in center court. Kendall Dudley checked into this one now, sets the screen for Sword. She moves over to the left side, now down to the baseline, throws it back up to Mila Holloway at the left wing. Holloway has 5 seconds on the shot clock, still just sitting there. Moves in, into Dudley now in the middle of the paint. Over for a long 2 from Corals-Daniels. That one is good! Right as the shot clock expired, it's 10-8 as Brooke Corals-Daniels nailed it. Mid-range down on the right side, and now the Wolverines have a 2-point advantage again as we get down to 5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Kaishi Lunin with the ball at the left wing. Gives it over to Zam Jones. Zam Jones at the top of the key. Screen set by Pierre. She moves over to the right side. Double teamed. Tried to pass it. Knocked away by Dudley. Somehow was able to save it from going out of bounds. Ball is passed to Mila Holloway. He wasn't expecting it. And it's going to be a foul as a couple players run into each other. It'll be a foul on Wolfpack's Lunin, excuse me.
Yeah.
And we'll enter our first media timeout of the game. 4:43 to go in this first quarter. 10-8 Michigan leads. Yeah. Jaden, what have you seen so far from both teams? This is quite an even matchup, just back and forth.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Such an even matchup from both sides. I mean, feels like at this point they're just going up and down the court, trading back-to-back shots one after another. One thing I'm really impressed with so far is Brooke Corals-Daniels, who's 3 for 3. She has 6 points on the day, the most on the court, and she had 12 points against Holy Cross in Michigan's first game of the tournament, but she's someone that's averaging less than 6 points per game. So these back-to-back games for her, she's really stepped it up. I know, I agree with you. Especially someone like her, she gets a ton of offensive rebounds. So you'd kind of be surprised that she's not averaging more than 6 points per game, but these past 2 games in the tournament, she has really stepped it up for Michigan. especially in the scoring column. You know, you can always rely on her for those rebounds in that defense. But now that she's picking up her scoring, I think that's huge for Michigan. That a team that's already doing so well at, you know, spreading out the scoring, having so many players that can produce, and you're adding now someone that's producing even more in that category. That's great for Michigan. And something I did notice for Michigan that NC State is doing a really good job at doing so far is, like we mentioned, that three-point defense. Michigan has shot only 1 3-pointer so far this game. And so if you can kind of quell the three-pointers from Michigan, that's how you can really stay in this game, because I think that's how we've seen Michigan kind of get away from some of these teams, is when they're making three-pointers, obviously. So if NC State can prevent that, then obviously it's going to be a much closer game than we might have anticipated.
Absolutely. That and both teams at this point just kind of really spreading the wealth around everybody, everyone getting on the scoreboard, which is what you need. You can't rely on one person, kind of like we saw with Holy Cross and Caitlin Flanagan. It's got to be a team effort, to which they're doing perfectly. Everyone's got to get involved. And to what you just said, not to echo you, but only 1 3-point attempt, and that one missed for the Wolverines. That's NC State's key to victory. You got to stop that, make him go in the paint with someone like Tilda Trieger. You have someone that can block Sofocanic from just putting it up there in the paint. That's their path to victory. Just absolutely stopping the long ball and making sure that they can stop points in the paint, just playing great defense.
Yep, I totally agree with you. And then kind of going back to that Holy Cross game, we saw a lot in that game. They were doubling Sofocanic inside the paint, and then that allows Michigan to kick the ball out for 3, because obviously they're going to have an open man if you have 2 on Sofocanic inside. So now with NC State having the kind of the height advantage down there, they don't find the need to double her. You know, we saw Holy Cross was kind of a team on the shorter side. Michigan doesn't usually have the height advantage against a lot of the teams that they play against. They're, you know, kind of on the shorter side. Sofocanic, not the tallest center that we've seen. Obviously, we see Tilda Trieger much taller than her, so that's kind of, I think, an advantage that NC State has. You don't feel the need to double inside the paint, and you can kind of play more man defense and play them a little bit tighter. And I think especially that's why we've seen Michigan not really being able to get any of the 3-point shots, especially like someone like Silas Swords, who loves the catch and shoot. They find Olivia Olson open on the wings and haven't been able to do that so far. So Michigan, that's going to be a key for them, finding ways to get open from 3.
Absolutely. As we exit the media timeout here, Michigan on a scoring drought of just 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and they're going to actually take back that shot on Brooke Curls-Daniels. They reviewed something.
Must have been a shot clock violation.
They missed it by just a second, so it's back to an 8-8 game. NC State 4 of their last 5 from the field as we're back underway here at Crisler. Michigan trying to get the lead back again. Mila Holloway at the top of the key. She's going to be ran into by Kaishi Lunin, and they're going to call this an offensive foul. It'll be Kendall Dudley. Tried to set up a screen, but kind of just did a little wonky screen there. So it'll be NC State's ball. And now it's their 3rd turnover in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds for Michigan. So maybe got to tighten things up here.
Yes, not good for them.
Under 4.5 to play. Zam Jones throws it into Pierre. She's in the paint on the right side, trying to get around Dudley. Spin move to the left. She just floats that one up there off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Holloway, who got the rebound over Tilda Trieger. Mila Holloway pulls up for an immediate 3 off the back, no good. Rebound fought for, won by Pierre of NC State. She'll throw it over to Zam Jones, who takes up the right side. Over to the left now, wide open 3 is up and off the side for Caden Samuels. Rebound fought for again. Kendall Dudley, great job to keep it in over to Olivia Olson. Now Silas Swords in the right wing. Back to Olson on the top of the key. Now to Mila Holloway in the left wing. Throwing it around, Michigan is now. Pulls up to the left elbow, just takes a shot, airballed that one. And it'll go out of bounds and be NC State possession.
I think out of all the...
Got to put a little more mustard on that dog,
Yeah,
Mila.
I think out of all the... This is one of the... NC State has one of the best defenses against this Michigan Wolverine team that I've seen any team play against them all season. They're doing a really fantastic job right now.
Oh, absolutely. They look a little lost out there.
Yeah.
To the Trieger, sends it inside. Pierre on the left side underneath the basket. Puts it up, no good, but Milton Nakara travel anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Michigan ball with 3:31 to play. 8 apiece. NC State now has not scored in almost 3 minutes. Michigan 0 for their last 4 from the field. There's been no points total in the last 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
As it's still 8-8. Tayala Delfos is going to check into the game now, replacing Mila Holloway. And we're back underway as Tyler Swords gets the ball and takes it up court. Swords gives it to Olson, right in between the left wing and the top of the key at this point. Moves over to the M in center court, trying to get Kendall Dudley to come over. She moves over to the right side, down towards the baseline. Fade away to the left is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Camille Pierre. Hands it to Zam Jones, and she takes it up court for the Wolfpack. Moving over to the left side now, almost to the paint. Fade away to the side, too, is off the front of the rim. No good. Quick shot there from Zam Jones, and Olivia Olson now has it for the Wolverines. On the left wing, Silas Sword thought about a three, now to the top of the key. Gives it to Taylor Delfoss. Right wing also thought about a three, then stopped. Delfoss moves over to Corals Daniels. Now to Silas Swords at the top of the key. Left wing three-point up is good. In and out for Swords. Rebound is fought forward. They're going to call a foul on that one. Looks like it'll be on Olivia Olson. Or no, it'll go on NC State.
Yeah, NC State head coach Wes Moore is furious about that call.
It'll go on Devin Quigley. As an unbiased reporter, it looked like Olivia Olson made a little move there, sold a little bit. NC State's Wes Moore, like you said, furious. His face is completely red. Yeah. Almost looks like the Wolfpack's jerseys as Michigan inbounds the ball. Three ball from Taylor Delfoss is up off the side. No good. Rebounded by Zam Jones.
They need those three-pointers.
NC State going quick now. Throws it up to Pierre. Wide open. Just puts it up with the right hand to let it fall. NC State takes the lead at 10-8. And we have our first points in over 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
2:18 to play here in the first quarter as Brooke Corals Daniels has the ball on the M in center court. Gives it to Olivia Olson on the left wing. Over to Swords, who now sends in the middle. Over to Olivia Olson. To Dudley in the paint. Off of her foot, she tried to bounce it. Rebound fought forward. Silas Swords has it. Over to Corals Daniels, who makes her way to the free throw line. Now over to the left wing. Just steps in, takes a two-point up. That jumper is good. Right inside the left arc. That'll make it 10 apiece with under 2 to play.
That was such an incredible shot. She dribbled the ball almost all the way around the court, trying to look for someone to pass it, and was like, I'm just going to take it myself. And what a beautiful shot from right around the free throw line. Michigan
now 1 of their last 8 from the field. As Zam Jones loses the ball, Dudley jumps on it, given to Corals Daniels. She throws it to Swords on the right side, puts it up off the glass, and in 12-10. What a pass by Brooke Corals Daniels as she was falling out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage and maybe a foul called here.
I don't know what they're looking at, but what a sequence by the Michigan Wolverines. That was so impressive.
The shot is good. It will be 12-10. I'm not sure what they called on Brooke Corals Daniels. She'll get some sort of foul as Ashley Sofocanic checks back into the game here for Brooke Corals Daniels. Referee still at the scorer's table looking at something.
Yeah. I mean, just going back to that last play, Brooke Corals Daniels gets the bucket on the first side and then comes back quick on defense, gets the steal. She's dribbling all the way down court. She has Tilda Trieger following her. She probably is thinking, I know this girl is so much taller than I am. Gets the backward pass to Silas Swords, who's unmarked, and just a nice and easy layup for Swords.
Would be impossible not to, as we mentioned, almost an entire foot difference. Brooke Corals Daniels is 5'7". Tilda Trieger is 6'6". But still, managing to get around the big. It's actually really impressive.
I know.
So Brooke Corals Daniels has a foul. They give no explanation, so sorry about that one. Just kind of called it and then let it play. Yeah. Either way, NC State has the ball. Zam Jones standing at the M in center court. 1:17 to play here in this first quarter. 15 seconds on the shot clock, trying to direct traffic, Jones is. Moves over to the left side. Over to Tilda Trieger on the left wing. She moves in towards the paint, just barreling past Sofocanic, puts it up off the iron, no good, rebounded by the Wolfpack. Zam Jones with it. Shot clock now at 15 as it resets. Under a minute to play. Zam Jones pulls up for a three, off the back, no good. Rebound fought for, won by Sofocanic. She throws it over to Silas Swords, and Michigan takes it up court. 50 to play in this first quarter. Silas Swords on the right wing, and we're going to get a foul off the ball here, offensive foul on it looks like Kendall Dudley. NC State will have possession. NC State now 1 of their last 7 from the field, trying to get back of that, and kind of a just foul party here in the first quarter,
Yeah,
Jaden.
Seriously. We've seen quite a few by now from both sides, and I think that's also just part credit to these defenses. I mean, they're really throwing everything they have out there.
NC State has the ball, and they take it up. 42 to play. Zam Jones trying to get past Delfoss. She throws it over to the other side for Trieger. It was knocked away by Sofocanic, but regained by Quigley. 17 on the shot clock. Quigley just throws it away, trying to give it to Trieger as she was hounded. And they're going to call a foul here again on that. Wow.
Oh, this place is upset.
That'll be Michigan's 5th team foul.
Wow.
They're going to call it on Mila Holloway. That's questionable at best, Jaden.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Questionable at best for sure.
NC State inbounds it. 30 to play, 20 on the shot clock. Sam Jones just kind of takes her time standing at the M in center court. Probably trying to drain most of this last half minute of the quarter. 10 seconds on the shot clock now for the Wolfpack. Sam Jones moves in. Spin move around Delphos. Over to Tila Trigger. Pulls up for a 3 from the right wing. It's good! The Trigger unloads! And now it's 13 to 12 for the Wolfpack. Shot clock off. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Mila Holloway on the left wing. She pulls up for her own 3. That one's up off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Sword. She just throws it up, in and out. That's the buzzer sounds. And so at the end of 1, it is 13 to 12. NC State leading Michigan.
Yeah. What a low-scoring first quarter.
What a defensive first quarter.
What a defensive first quarter, yeah.
For first quarter, we went 4.5 minutes with 0 points scored between either team. Michigan now 2 of their last 11 from the field. It really is just a defensive masterclass going on right now, Jaden.
And the type of defense that NC State is playing is the type of defense I think Michigan is so used to playing on other teams, and now they're getting it back on them. And I think it's kind of, I think you mentioned it earlier, but it's like, it's a little bit suffocating and kind of catching Michigan a little bit lost almost, I think. I mean, they're 0 for 5 from 3, and that's one of the areas that they're usually very strong in, and kind of just missing that piece of their game right now because this NC State defense is, they're really fast, and they're really, they really pressure Michigan, I mean, the second they get the ball, and don't really give them any time for anything.
Huge missing piece of their game if they aren't hitting the 3 ball. As we've discussed with multiple games, and the story of the season is Michigan not doing well from the free throw line. So if you don't have your free throws and you start missing all your 3-pointers, you are in a very tough position. So they really got to get that figured out quickly, or else there might be issues further on in this game.
Yeah, and kind of going back to, we were talking about Zoe Brooks being out earlier in this game, who's averaging 16 points per game for the Wolfpack. But when you're missing that production on offense and then you're able to limit those 3-pointers from Michigan, you're kind of evening things out for yourself. If you're taking away all those shot opportunities for Michigan, not letting them get any of that to fall, and like you said, we know they're not great from the free throw line this year, so forcing them to rely on only 2-pointers to basically keep themselves in this game and win this game, you're going to have a much easier time if you're NC State, even if you're missing one of your best players.
Absolutely. As the NC State Spirit Squad enters the floor,
Mrs.
Wolf, my goat. I've talked to you about this off air so many times, but now I'm going to talk about it on air. I'm so pressed that Michigan does not have like a physical mascot. I know it's like tradition.
I know.
Thing. Michigan needs a physical mascot. It's very fun. I flicked up with Smokey from Tennessee when we were here during the first round. Just fun.
It just makes me sad when I see all these other mascots coming and having so much fun, and then I'm like, well, why doesn't Michigan have one?
We got nobody. Our mascot is just, what, a stormtrooper with a flag?
That's not our mascot. Our mascot
the Wolverines
is
stormtrooper.
Wolverine.
Hey, you got to give him credit. He is at every event ever, whether it's basketball, field hockey, or like the chess club. I'm sure he shows up and is there with his flag.
Oh, I bet.
What a life. I'm sure that's like, watch him be like a Fortune 500 billionaire, and he's just retired now. He just likes doing this, which is why he doesn't show his face.
Could you
I
imagine?
think it's Warren Buffett under there.
Maybe it is.
Just take my word for it.
But no one will ever know, so we'll just go ahead and say that you're right.
Both teams now wrapping up their timeouts as we get ready to start this second quarter. Would you say either team has a little bit favoring the momentum, Jaden, or is this just pretty much a 50-50 game at this point?
It's kind of hard to say considering we saw such a long scoreless drought from both teams. And I mean, the score is only 13-12, so pretty evenly matched. But I think it's hard to say, but in a game like this, I think you're upset if you're Michigan and you're thrilled right now if you're NC State.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'd go with NC State at this point.
I mean, you're winning the game 13-12. I would hope you're at least happy at the moment. If you're not,
No,
I think you're just ungrateful.
No, I know. I'm just saying, as in the case that you're missing one of your best players and you're playing the 2 seed on their home court, and you're able to close down one of their biggest, production areas in the 3-point ball, and Michigan went a whole quarter with no 3-pointers. You're doing a fantastic job if you're NC State right now.
Absolutely. Ball is inbound, and we're back underway here for the second quarter. Maddie Cox has checked in for the Wolfpack. Not a lot of playing time, but with Zoe Brooks out, they got to figure out other people. NC State pulls up for a 3 immediately now. That's off the back iron. No good from Quigley. Rebounded by Sofocanic. Up to Silas Swords on the right wing. She throws it to Holloway in the right corner. Moving over to the right wing now. Holloway staring in the face of Zam Jones. The threes battle it out. Screen set by Dudley. Moves over to the free throw line. Is knocked away by Zam Jones. What a deflection. And she takes it herself the other way.
That was an incredible block by Zam Jones. Wow. She basically came from the backside and snuck over, just slapped her hand right in front of it. Holloway didn't stand a chance.
Jones throws it into Pierre. Over the left corner now for Cox. Thought about a 3. Sofocanic was flying at her. Gives it to Quigley for her own 3 from the left wing. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound fought for. Won by Maddie Cox. It'll be a jump ball as they fall to the ground. Possession arrow favors the Michigan Wolverines as they now know how to read the scoreboard. And Michigan has possession of the ball. Maddie Cox, another player trying to show what she's got in this limited playing time she's had, now getting her first real taste in the second round of March Madness.
Yeah.
And impressive job so far. No points to show for her, but she's showing up on the floor.
Yeah.
Mila Holloway throws it in the Swords on the right side of the baseline, fighting her way to the basket, puts it up and in. That'll make it 14-13 as Swords just pushed past Devin Quigley to really just get that at a girl 2 points.
Yeah, that was such a tough basket. Basically just bodies her out the way through so much coverage.
Zam Jones moves in on the left side, just pulls up for a mid-range 2. That one's off the right side of the basket, no good. Mila Holloway gets the rebound, and she'll take it up court. Top of the key, inside now, down the left side, outside the paint. Silas Swords going down the left baseline, throws it up with the right hand. That one's good off the glass. 16-13 now the score with 8:22 left in this first half.
Silas Swords makes it look so easy sometimes, just takes the ball from the 3. That's one of her spots where she loves the catch and shoot, but decides goes inside.
And now Zam Jones is trying to get across half court, and she won't. She'll travel as she tried to avoid the 10-second violation. Full court press from the Wolverines and trying to get it across half court. She traveled, and there'll be a turnover and Michigan ball as Mila Holloway almost crashes into our set here, Jaden.
And that's another area the Wolverines have really dominated their opponents this season, is with the full court press. They didn't really use it in the first quarter, but early on in the second, using it, and it works out to their advantage immediately.
Mila Holloway now with the ball on the left side. Michigan with possession. Swords at the top of the key. Thought about a 3, now just moves into Sofocanic in the paint. Spin around to the right, off the glass, no good, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line.
That was a really good play there by the Michigan Wolverines. You saw Silas Swords kind of step out to the side. It looked like she was almost going to take a 3-pointer, but goes inside to Sofocanic. Sofocanic basically doubled down there again. She wasn't really double teamed in the first half or the first quarter, but tries to get the shot out, doesn't go. But free throws now for the Wolverines, and we kind of talked about it before, but this is one of those areas of the game Wolverines really, need to focus in and get these shots down, because when you play a first-round team like Holy Cross, it's not the end of the world if you're missing a few free throws, but as you get further into the tournament, games come down to 1, 2, 3 points, and
first attempt is up and good for Sofocanic. Ashley Sofocanic fitting the bill of the Michigan absolute dog water free throw shooting percentage at 53.7% on her season. She puts the second one up. That one's good, so she's breaking the mold. She goes 2 for 2, and it's 18-13 here in the first half. Lunan with the ball, trying to get it across half court again, just throws it away, knocked away by Sofocanic, and she has it. NC State unable to even get it past half court now. Silas Swords, a long 3. That one's good! From a couple feet beyond the arc, she puts that one up, and that one sinks to make it 21-13 as Michigan starts to light it up. Now 3 of their last 3 from the field. We have our second media timeout now. Jaden, let's talk about that.
Oh my God. The amount of excitement that you could see from Silas Swords and her teammates after she made that shot was unreal. Oh my gosh, they're jumping up and down celebrating. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. They just put the gritty cam up. I can't take this seriously.
Yeah, sorry, we have a gritty cam here at March Madness. Absolutely incredible things are happening in terms of media. Oh, Mrs. Wolf is grittying. Oh my gosh,
she's
my
the
life
queen.
is complete. Anyway, back to the actual basketball game. Yeah, that's what an NC State cannot do. If you let Silas Sword start hitting the 3-ball from way downtown, almost in Ypsilanti, it's never going to work. You're never going to have a chance to win this. And so now Michigan has an 8-point lead as NC State will try to stop the bleeding here. As their excellent defense in the first quarter has kind of faded here to start the second.
Yeah, it really has. And I think the biggest thing I've noticed from Michigan making a change from the first quarter to the second is starting to implement the full court press. NC State, honestly, it looks like they can't handle the full court press. We saw.
Oh, they couldn't get it.
No,
there's now twice in a row they haven't been able to get it past half court.
Mila Holloway, the first time she's playing such tight defense on the full court press, forces NC State to travel, turnover there, and then you see the second time they try to throw it across half court. Ashley Sofakanik intercepts immediately, and another turnover. So 2 back-to-back turnovers when Michigan starts utilizing the full court press. And
flex cam on.
Yeah. I'm still in shock from that Silas Swords 3-pointer. That was just absolutely beautiful.
Me too, as they show the most North Carolina man I've ever seen on the Jumbotron, and the crowd starts booing him. Media timeouts here in March Madness a little bit longer than normal. Got to get that ad revenue because we are on ABC today. But we thank you for tuning in to WCBN's coverage of the women's NCAA basketball tournament. I'm Zach Warshaw alongside Jaden Fode for our coverage of March Madness here courtside at Crisler Center.
Yeah, we are. We moved up. We're big dogs now.
For the last game in the Ann Arbor Regional, a spot in the Sweet 16 on the line here between the number 2 seed Michigan Wolverines and number 7 seed NC State Wolfpack. Both teams still in their huddle.
Yeah, the Michigan Wolverines starting to look more like themselves now in this game. NC State, there's 7 minutes, 41 seconds left in the quarter. They have not scored in the second quarter at all yet.
Yeah, kind of everything falling apart now for the NC State Wolfpack. Obviously, there's 7:41 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, of course,
it's not like
I just mean a whole second half. There's plenty of time.
In terms, oh, absolutely. I'm not saying anywhere like
no,
it's completely off the rails. They stand no chance. Pack it up now. They got to get back on track because for the entire first quarter they were right there.
Yeah.
And they're just starting to fade at this point. As we're almost ready to get back underway here, Wolfpack will start with the ball, and it's inbounded to Kai-Shi Lunin.
Just
trying to get it across half court now as she sprints across the line, and she immediately loses it. It's knocked away by Brooke Corliss-Daniels, and Silas Swords grabs it. NC State cannot get a possession. Corliss-Daniels now on the right side against the baseline, now in the paint. Gives it to Mila Holloway, who takes her spot, puts it up, and it's in as she knocks down Zam Jones. It is 23-13 as NC State just tries to get it in Michigan's end at this point. Zam Jones not across half court yet. Now she is. NC State finally in the opposite half.
Michigan 4 for their last 4. Just looks so good right now.
Pierre on the free throw line. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Just throws it back out to Zam Jones. It's knocked away, but she's able to retain it. And then it's knocked out by Brooke Corliss-Daniels. It's going to be out on Corliss-Daniels, and it'll be Wolfpack ball. She's going to say review that. But
yeah, I saw that. Holloway said it too.
I don't know if KBA will be like.
I don't think so.
No, she's
not buying it.
Yeah, she's not buying it, so NC State keeps it. Kai-Shi Lunin in the half court, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking at Mila Holloway, moves into the left side, on the left wing. 1 second left, and she's going to throw this one out of bounds. Pass was intended for Zam Jones, but she was not ready for it, and so it just flies to the scorer's table, and it's a Michigan ball as NC State is looking lost out there, Jaden.
I mean, yeah, she just completely threw it away. It's like every chance they get, it's another turnover after turnover. And this Michigan team kind of looks like a little bit of the reverse now. Michigan kind of looking lost in the first quarter. Now NC State just cannot find anything.
Taylor DelFos pulls up for a 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound fought for. DelFos gets it herself. Throws it out to Silas Swords. 6.5 left in this second quarter as Silas Swords moves to the M in half court. Now she gives it to Brooke Corliss-Daniels on the left elbow. Trying to give it to anybody. Now gives it to Swords in the left corner, and she's going to be fouled. That'll go against Kai-Shi Lunin. It'll be her 3rd foul of the game. So already got to look for foul trouble there if you're Kai-Shi Lunin in the Wolfpack, to which she is immediately going to check out of the game. Devin Quigley will check back in. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Michigan inbounds it from the baseline. 6:23 left in the second quarter. Sent into Solfakanik. Just gives it back to Silas Swords. Moves up to the left wing. Swords looking at Caden Samuels in the face, trying to ask Solfakanik to come over and set a screen. She will. Moves over to the right side. Now to Delphos on the right corner. She moves in. Back to Swords at the top of the key. Swords moves in on the left side. On the left side of the paint. Just puts it up off the sides of the rim and bounces off the other way. No good. Rebounded by Pierre of the Wolfpack. Sent up to Quigley now in the left corner. Quigley trying to spin around Brooke Curls-Daniels. Now she'll move over, and she throws it to Zam Jones at the top of the key. Under 6 to play here in the second quarter. Sam Jones moves into the left side. Goes into Pierre, right underneath the basket on the left side. She's hounded by Swords and Solfakanik. Will move in, throw it over to the side to Caden Samuels. Back to Tilda Trigger at the right wing. Thought about a three. Caden Samuels now again throws to the left corner. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Pulls up for a three. They're going to call a travel on that one. And so it'll be Michigan ball as NC State still cannot catch a break here by their own doing.
No. Oh my gosh, I mean, feels like every time they get the ball on offense, it's another turnover if they can even get it near the basket. And that was one of the first plays of this second half where they actually were kind of getting some momentum going on offense, moving some passes around without a turnover, and then just another one absolutely detrimental for them right now.
Silas Swords on the left side against the baseline. Just gets it out to Taylor Delphos, who takes a three from the left wing. It's good! 26-13 as Taylor Delphos hits her first three. She's now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc today. Just over 5 to play here in the second quarter. Sam Jones still that full court press, just trying to get it across. Gives it to Tilda Trigger, who then passes Pierre, and she loses it. A little bit short on the pass. Mila Holloway taking it up on the left wing. Holloway moves in the free throw line, pulls up for a jumper. That one is no good. Fought for and won by Pierre. Knocked away now. She's trying to just get it away to somebody, and finally is able to give to Caden Samuels, who will take it up court for the Pack. Over to the other side, back to Zam Jones on the left wing. Throws inside for Pierre. Excellent pass. She'll put it up and in. And that'll be a foul on Silas Swords, a blocking foul as well. So an and one coming here for Camille Pierre and the Wolfpack. 26-15 as it stands. They'll try to make it a 10-point game. As we enter a media timeout here in the second quarter, we're under 5 to play, 4:40 left. So when we come back, we'll have a free throw. But in the meantime, NC State finally their first signs of life in, frankly, like 5 to 6 minutes, Jaden, after going a long stretch without even getting a shot off.
Yeah, well, that basket right there by Pierre was their first points of the second quarter. So they came into this quarter with 13 points, only up to 15 now. Been over 5 minutes taken off in this quarter. So Michigan Wolverines start raining some shots down on their side. They're getting the three ball going. Only 2 so far, but some huge threes that they made. The Silas Swords three just absolutely ignited this crowd. And then Tayala Delphos now getting going. So NC State hoping for some signs of life here now, getting their first bucket of the second quarter. But
absolutely, Michigan's full court press just absolutely making NC State have no answers. As we saw 2 to 3 times, they couldn't even get it over the half court line. And now when they do, they're just unable to complete a pass. They look completely flustered out there. So if you're the Wolfpack, you're hoping this big body two knocking over Silas Swords and getting the and one will give you a little bit of momentum back, because Michigan has it all right now.
Yeah, you really do hope that if you're NC State. And another thing for them, you cannot afford to get into foul trouble. NC State, coming into this game, they already had a much shorter bench than Michigan did. And then now, without Zoe Brooks, one of your best players, and then now you have Kaishi Lunan, who was starting in her place today, and now she's in foul trouble. So you really can't afford to have any of these players sit on the bench for an extended period of time. She's someone that they need her to be in the game, and right now being a little bit more conservative, because still about 5 minutes left in the first half, and she's already up to 3 personal fouls. You can't afford it if you're NC State.
Oh, absolutely not. As the t-shirt toss begins here right in front of us. Oh, you just asked for one. We're right here in front of them.
But they're going to give it to the kids. They're not going to give it to the broadcasters.
Well, let's break the status quo.
Too late because they're all gone.
I want to see Kevin Harlan get a t-shirt by jumping across the table at March Madness. So
yeah, I should have done it. If they have another one, I'm there. It's a March Madness shirt too. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's a March Madness shirt, but I would like to see the back of it because it might see like AT&T.
It's going to
in
say
huge
like 20
letters.
different sponsors. It's going to be
exactly.
Buffalo Wild Wings and NCAA and
The road to the Final Four, or just some like total
Phoenix logo
advertising.
on the back.
Exactly. Hey, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Final Four in Phoenix this year at the Mortgage Matchup Center, which is now the Phoenix Suns Arena. As an Arizona native,
It's at the Phoenix Suns Arena?
Yeah.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's really awesome.
As a Phoenix native, Mortgage Matchup Center is one of the dumbest names they could come up with. Talking Stick Resort, just stop wanting to pay the bill. And before that, the U.S. Airways Center is what it was really called, but then they no longer exist.
Wow.
So at the Mortgage Matchup Center, if Michigan basketball can make it to the Final Four, of course I might be inclined to go.
Maybe
Everyone
we'll be
can
there.
Everyone can stay at my house for free. It'll be very fun.
Hey. Zach's hosting.
As we're back underway here, Camille Pierre to the line for the and one. Pierre, 71% free throw shooter. That one's no good, though. Rebound by Silvocanic, and Michigan has it. 26-15 the score, 4:35 to play here in the second quarter. Over to Mila Holloway on the left wing. She'll move around, screen by Silvocanic on the right elbow. Now throws it out to Delphos on the left wing. Thought about her fourth three, but instead just give it to Silvocanic in the paint, who puts it up. Not enough on that. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Trieger, the GOAT. Given to Zam Jones, and she'll take it up court for NC State. Zam Jones moves in right towards the middle down the lane, gives it to Trieger on the left side, puts it up with the left hand. That one is good, and an and one, 26-15, or 26-17, excuse me, and Trieger will go to the line. Tilda Trieger shooting 61% from the line on the season. At 6'6", she's the tallest building in Ann Arbor right now. And she's trying to get the three-point play here to make it an 8-point game. Bends the knees, puts that one up. It rings around and in, 26-18. An 8-point game here with just over 4 to play. Mila Holloway now gives it to Brooke Groles-Daniels on the right wing. Tried to hand it off to Silas Swords, kind of a weird handoff there, but it works. And now Swords with it, top of the key, over to Delphos on the left wing. Over to Holloway in the corner. She falls down, but is able to keep it in. There's a Wolfpack player down, injured. Pella DeFoss, three is up, no good. Rebounded by Trieger. And now it looks like Pierre is up and really holding her shoulder, but she'll stay in the game for now.
And they need her to stay in the game.
Zam Jones has it, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3:35 on the game clock. They really do need her to stay in. Zam Jones moves in on the right side. She'll go in down the lane, puts it up, not enough on that one, off the side of the basket. Rebounded by Delphos. Groles-Daniels now making her way all by herself up court. She dribbles out of her own hands and loses it. Zam Jones takes it to Pierre, who goes up the lane, throws it up off the back in front. No good. Rebound fought for, and there's going to be bodies everywhere on the floor as Cadence Samuels came flying in over Mila Holloway. And now we'll wait to get a call here. It's going to be a foul on NC State, actually.
Yeah.
That'll go on Cadence Samuels,
right.
her first foul of the game. Came in a little hot there over the back of Mila Holloway. Yeah, that's going to be an over.
She just absolutely bodies her and jumps
just
kind
a
of
little
over
bit.
her and knocks her down in the process. So
Olivia Olson and Kendall Dudley will check back into this game. Silas Swords will take her first seat of the night. Brooke Groles-Daniels with it for the Wolverines on the right wing. Over to Mila Holloway on the left wing. She moves down towards the corner, now back up on the free throw line. Over to Delphos on the right. Delphos over to Mila Holloway. Wide open three from the left wing is up, off the front, no good. Rebound fought for. Groles-Daniels has it. Olivia Olson along two. That one's off the front, rebounded by the Wolfpack and Quigley. Going quick the other way now. NC State with it. Quigley on the right wing. Waiting for her teammates to get up there. She has to just kind of deal with Mila Holloway. Moves down towards the baseline on the right side. Now puts up a horribly contested two, and that one is easily blocked away. Mila Holloway has it.
And a great defense by Holloway on that.
Delphos now on the left side against the baseline. Back out to Holloway at the left wing. Lost it a little bit. Has to regain possession. Almost dribbles it out of bounds. Over to Delphos now in the left corner.
Sloppy now. 0 for their last 5.
Dudley in the paint. Back out to Olsen on the right wing. Now Groles-Daniels on the right side against the baseline. Groles-Daniels back out to Olsen, who takes her place. Moves back out to the right wing. Now in the paint. Just puts it over Zam Jones. Worst shot attempt we've seen all day.
Yeah.
That one's airballed straight in the air, and NC State has it.
Now Olsen didn't even get any arch on that. Just went straight up, and easy rebound for NC State. Camille
Pierre now takes it herself right through the middle. Caught the Michigan defense napping for a left-handed layup to make this 26-20. And Pierre's shoulders looking fine. The NC State Wolfpack is within 6.
Yeah, and Pierre, part of the All-ACC first team up to double digits on the day.
Delphos now with a long two, just pulls up for one immediately. No good. Rebounded by Corals Daniels, who puts up the second chance points off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Zam Jones, and now she'll sprint up court to the left wing, waiting for her teammates to get up there. Throws it over to the side for Samuels in the left corner. Making her way to the baseline, runs into the brick wall. It's Mila Holloway. Now to Trieger at the top of the key. She'll just hand it to Zam Jones as NC State slows down a second. At the top of the key, Zam Jones down, makes her way through the paint, loses the ball. It's going to be kicked away, but collected by Caden Samuels. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pierre now at the top of the key. She'll move in. A shot from just inside the arc. Airballed, no good. Rebounded by Delphos. Now Mila Holloway at the left wing. She moves inside the arc, waiting for Brooke Corals-Daniels, who fell down a little bit, and now she's back up. Moves in, a long two from Mila Holloway. Sinks it, nothing but net. 28-20, she moved inside the arc on the left wing and just pulled up for the jumper.
That's Wolverines' first point since the media timeout. So NC State came out of that timeout.
Michigan now 1 of their last 9 from the field as Zam Jones throws it into Samuels, who is left open on the right side of the basket, and she'll easily put that in for the 2. And it looks like she'll be fouled on that one. 28-22 now the score, and she'll get an and one. Caden Samuels going to the line.
Yeah, the momentum has completely shifted since coming out of that media timeout. NC State with all of it now. The Wolverines starting to struggle a little bit.
41.3 seconds to play as Caden Samuels is at the line. 73% free throw shooter on the year as she tries to make this one 1 point closer for NC State. Samuels gets the ball, bends the knees, puts it up, sinks it, 28-23 with 41 to go. Mila Holloway takes it up court for the Wolverines. She'll drop it to Olivia Olson. Over to Holloway again at the right wing. Holloway moving over to Swords. Left corner, wide open three is up. Not enough on that one off the side of the rim. Rebounded by NC State. Less than a second difference between the game clock and shot clock at about 24 seconds. Zam Jones taking her time, might hold for the last shot here for the Wolfpack. Shot clock still on, but again, it's like 0.1 differential, so it's basically off. Zam Jones on the left wing, trying to get past Corals-Daniels. 10 seconds left. Zam Jones moving in through the paint, puts up one from inside off the right hand. That one falls, and she's fouled. Go to the line for an and one. 28-25 the score right now with 7.5 remaining, and Zam Jones has a chance to make it a 2-point game before halftime.
Yeah, this is a really tough stretch for Michigan. They're just not getting anything to fall. NC State on a 12-2 run over the last 4.5 minutes. Michigan really just struggling there now. NC State's getting a lot more opportunities on offense.
Jones' and one is up, rings around, no good, rebounded by Olsen. 6 seconds left as they sprint up court. Throws it up to Swords in the right wing, pulls up for a three, off the back, no good. Rebound fought for. Pierre gets it, but the clock is off before she even gets a shot away. And so as time expires here, Michigan now 1 of their last 12 from the field after the miss from Silas Swords. And we are 28-25, Michigan holding a narrow lead over the NC State Wolfpack in this second round matchup at Crisler Center.
Yeah, I feel like the momentum in this game has shifted so drastically. I mean, especially in the second quarter. The first quarter, very evenly matched from both teams. Incredible defense on both sides. Defense was the story of the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, first half of it, all Michigan. We saw Michigan come out of the first quarter just absolutely firing on everything, went on an insane run. And then all of a sudden we get to the media timeout, come out of the media timeout, it's all NC State. NC State goes on a 12-2 run to end the quarter.
Incredible job by the Wolfpack here. They want to make it to the Sweet 16 and show they deserve to.
Yeah. I mean, just a complete switch from both teams. Michigan utilizing the full court press to start out the second quarter and then kind of stopping with that nearing the end. And I mean, NC State was really able to take advantage.
Michigan leading virtually this entire game, but not by much at this point. Only a 3-point lead at halftime. 28-25 is the score. Running through the score sheet, again, spreading the wealth among both teams. Silas Swords is the leading scorer for Michigan with 9 points, but a couple of players with 6. On the other side, Camille Pierre with 10 points for the Wolfpack, but a couple other players in the score sheet as well. Basically everyone, Tilda Trieger, Samuels, Jones, doesn't matter. But for now, we'll take a break. 28-25 the score at halftime. We'll be back with you in a little bit for the second half of this one. You're listening to WCBN Sports coverage of the Women's NCAA Basketball Tournament.
We'll be back.
Dream Team.
One of them is living successfully beats becoming successful. You know, my staff and my team, they had a mindset of I will, not I'll try. Both of them involve attitude. You know, you need to have a very positive outlook and attitude to become successful, but neither would you be able to live successfully. I feel like I have zero control over getting cancer, but I have 100% control over how I will respond to dealing with cancer. Life cancer.
For over 100 years, the NCAA has supported student athletes competing and going to college. And now, the NCAA and its schools provide healthcare coverage, mental health services, scholarship guarantees, and more. The scholarships have grown. The NCAA is a launching point, a leg up, and a spot to land. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to put your family feud skills to the test. Tested that knowledge, we asked 100 student athletes a variety of questions, and it's time to find out if you can guess the answers. Let's do it!
Two and TurboTax, Vasco QQ2, LG, Marriott, Pizza Hut, Reese's, Ritz, Samsung Galaxy, Unilever, and Wendy's. Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experiences of nearly half a million.
Welcome back to the Crisler Center, everybody. Got about a little under 2 minutes to go until the third quarter here as we're back with you from the Women's NCAA Basketball Tournament. This is WCBN's coverage of March Madness. Number 2 seed Michigan taking on number 7 NC State. I'm Zach Warshaw alongside Jaden Fode, back with you for this one. Don't worry, guys, I practiced that. When we left, just to recap a little bit, NC State on an absolute tear, a 12-2 run, including Michigan going 1 for their last 11 from the field. Jaden, NC State's got all the momentum right now. What do they need to do to capitalize on that, and what does Michigan need to do to stop it and get it back to an even ground?
Well, let's be honest. For NC State at this point, it's just keep doing what you're doing. It's completely working for them. I mean, a 12-2 run to end it. After coming out of after that timeout, whatever coach said to them at that timeout, it worked. Keep doing that, stay the course, and, you know, they'll have a good shot at this one. And then I think for Michigan, the best basketball I saw them play in the first half was when they were using the full court press. I know NC State, obviously, we've seen they're fast. And so when you're trying to use the full court press against a team that's they can keep up with the speed of Michigan. And so if Michigan's trying to use the full court press for the entire game, they're going to get tired. Obviously, it's kind of unrealistic to do it for the entire game, but that was the best basketball that they were playing when they used the full court press in that second quarter. It was when Michigan went on their absolute tear as well. We saw both teams kind of steal the momentum for half of the second quarter. And when Michigan did it, they were using the full court press. They forced turnover after turnover after turnover for NC State. NC State couldn't even barely get on their own side of the court because Michigan's full court press was that dominating. So Michigan, I'd try it again. I'd go back to it. You know, you had the halftime break to kind of cool down, catch your breath. You got more energy now. Go out there, use the full court press again. Stop some of that offense from NC State. Get the momentum back on your side. And when we saw them do that, they went on, I think they scored 11 straight. So I'm looking for them to replicate something like that.
Completely agree. Michigan, meanwhile, shooting 2 for 12 from 3. Definitely got to fix that if you want to keep a stronghold on this one. As NC State will start with possession here as we are almost back underway for the second half. Caden Samuels inbounded for the Wolfpack, just waiting for the referee to hand her the ball. She'll throw it to Zam Jones, and we'll get started the second we do. NC State shooting 41% from the field. Michigan shooting 32%, yet still leading by 3. NC State needs to continue this tear. Michigan needs to get back on track as we're back underway here for the second half of the second round of Women's March Madness. Zam Jones has the ball, just hands it over to Pierre on the right wing. Pierre moving slowly, gives it back to Zam Jones, standing at the M in center court. Jones has Mila Holloway in her vase, gives it over to Quigley on the right wing. Into Trieger now on the right side. Trieger throws it back to Zam Jones out. She's got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Top of the key. Zam Jones just pulls up for a 3 right in Mila Holloway's face. Going to airball that one. Trieger tries to keep it in, but just slams it right down into the baseline. And so that'll be a turnover and a Michigan ball.
An airball followed by a shot clock violation.
Not ideal start for the Wolfpack.
No, but good defense for Michigan out the gate.
Olivia Olsen now on the other end. Right in the left elbow. Now moves over to the right side. Throws it into Ashley Soflakanik on the right side against the baseline. Just throws it up off the glass. The bank is open to start the second half. 30-25 now the score. Well,
that was an impressive shot. Just kind of hooks it over Trieger. We know how tall she is, so
Ashley Soflakanik. Cream Abdul-Jabbar out there. With the sky hook as Zam Jones has it for the Wolfpack. Gives it into Trieger on the left wing. Trieger trying to get around Olsen. Just gives it over to Pierre on the right side. Pierre moves in down the lane on the right end. Just spin move over Soflakanik. Floats it up there with the right hand off the back of the rim and in. 30-27. Great moves by Pierre around the 6'3" junior. Mila Holloway now quickly around the other end. Tried to throw it up, was knocked away. Got her own rebound. Tries to give it to Silas Swords. Didn't have all the control she wanted, and it's going to land out of bounds and be the Wolfpack ball right in front of the Michigan bench with 8:35 to play in the third quarter.
And it looked like on that shot by Holloway, it looked like Zam Jones blocked it. So that'd be the second time that Zam Jones has blocked one of Mila Holloway's shots.
Zam Jones gives it to Pierre on the right wing. Pierre just moves in down the right side baseline, throws it up off the glass and in. That's good as Camille Pierre's hot to start the second half. 30-29 now the score. Michigan quickly in the other direction. Throws it up to Mila Holloway. Wide open three from the right wing off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Swords, and she's going to go down to the ground, and there's a foul.
Pierre's up to 14 points on the day to lead all scorers, and she's really putting this NC State offense on her back.
Kaden Samuels is going to pick up her second foul. And meanwhile, Kaishi Lunan not starting the second half, already with 3 fouls. Got to keep an eye on that one. Definitely going to be hard without her. Silas Swords immediately puts up for a long 2 off the inbound. That one's good. 32-29 as Michigan took a shot right off the inbound from Silas Swords. And they're up by 3.
And that was huge. Silas Swords was able to find her way outside wide open. That's what Michigan needs, is to kind of get those cuts outside and get open.
Kaden Samuels now tried to throw it up, knocked away by Swords, and she'll throw it up to Olivia Olson. On the left wing, Olson throws it far side to Mila Holloway. Right wing 3 is up, off the back, no good. Rebound fought for, won by the Wolfpack. Samuels will throw it over to Jones, and she'll take it up. At the top of the key, looking at Mila Holloway, throws it over to Trieger. Trieger on the right wing, threw it off the shin of Olivia Olson, and Coral Daniels has it over to Holloway, wide open, right up the right side. Easy right-handed layup, 34-29. As the missed pass from Trieger left to an easy turnover points for Michigan. Kaden Samuels now up the left side of the court for the Wolfpack. So just throw it back to Zam Jones at the yellow go in center court. And NC State will try to set something up. Down the left side lane now. Zam Jones throws it up with the left hand. It falls and is good. And she's fouled by Soph Volcanic, and she'll go to the line for an and one. 34-31 before the free throw. Michigan's first foul. Soph Volcanic's second of the game. Zam Jones will go to the line, shooting 77% from the line this season. She tries to make this a 2-point game again. Jones bends the knees, puts that one up, nothing but net, 34-32, with just over 7 to play in the third quarter.
Nice and easy for Zam Jones, someone coming off one of the best games of her career against Tennessee and picking up right where she left off.
Olivia Olson now with the ball at the top of the key, over to Silas Swords in the left corner. She pulls up for a 3, uncontested. That one's off the side of the rim, rebounded by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Trying to get around the great Wolfpack defense, over to Holloway for a 3, also off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by Pierre of NC State.
Holloway now 0 for 6 from the three-point line today, not good.
Michigan can't get the 3-ball working, now 2 for 16 from beyond the arc. Only 13% on the day of something that's usually their bread and butter. NC State now over to Samuels on the right wing. Throws it to Pierre at the top of the key. She moves in down the left lane around Dudley. Puts it up off the top of the glass. No good. Rebounded by Dudley. She'll hand it to Silas Swords as they get it across half court. Olivia Olson now the right wing, just down the right lane. Over to Mila Holloway in the right corner. Over to now with Quarles-Daniels in the left. She moves in towards the paint. Back to Mila Holloway at the top of the key now. Olson on the right wing has Tilda Trieger trying to guard her. Over to down the right side of the baseline, throws it up off the side of the backboard, but she's going to be fouled on that one. So Olivia Olson will go to the line. That'll be Tilda Trieger's first foul of the game, and Olivia Olson will be shooting 2. 79% from the free throw line this season. As she gets the ball for her first attempt, she bends the knees, puts it up. That one's good, 35-33, back to a 3-point game. Olson gets the ball back for the second attempt. She bends her knees, puts it up. That one is good as well. 36-32, as now the lead is up to 4 with a second under 6 minutes to play here in the third.
And despite not a lot of opportunities from the free throw line, the Wolverines are 100% today, which is rare considering how they've shot from the free throw line this season, but much needed for them.
Camilla Pierre with it now on the right wing, looking down Avery Dudley. Zam Jones now throws it almost away. Pierre had to step off to grab that one on the right wing. Over to the far side now, right into the referee. He's not on your team. That'll be a turnover. Michigan ball with 5:41 to play.
And that was a period in the second quarter when the Wolverines were doing the best, is when they were forcing turnovers. So again, if they can keep this up, you know, there was a couple of times in that quarter they were forcing NC State to throw the ball out of bounds. The exact same play that we saw just now, and Wolverines get the ball again.
Now Olivia Olson moving far side to close. Now on the right side of the paint, just puts it up there, a floater off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded, now fought for, NC State had the rebound, now tie up a little bit and finally give it to Zam Jones. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Throws it over to Samuels. It's knocked away by Corals Daniels. That's the Big Ten all-team defense.
Yeah.
And as Kendall Dudley has it going quick the other way. Around Trieger, throws it up with the right hand. It's good. 38-32 as Kendall Dudley easily got around the 6'7" Swede to put that one in. Knocked away by Silas Swords. They try to move it up court. Now Michigan has the ball again. Olivia Olson right underneath the basket on the left side. Throws it up with the left hand. It falls down as Crisler Center erupts. It is 40-32. Olivia Olson was fouled. She'll go to the line for an and one. And NC State wants a timeout.
Yeah, that was huge for Michigan and Olivia Olson. Outside of the 2 free throws that she just made, that's Olivia Olson's first made basket of the day. She's only had 4 points today, not a single point scored in the first half for Olivia Olson. That is a huge note on the stat sheet. Olivia Olson, someone in double figures every single game for the Wolverines. So the fact that NC State kept her scoreless for the first half is a huge reason why that game was so close at the end of the first half. But now, if the Wolverines can get Olivia Olson going, that just opened up a whole new can of worms for NC State.
Absolutely. Michigan now 6-0 run over the last minute. NC State with 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes to go along with the scoring drought at the same time. Just really everything falling off for NC State. When it rains, it pours. When they're doing well, they're just absolutely unstoppable. And then they hit these ruts where they can't do literally anything, including just basic things such as getting it across the half-court line.
Yeah,
everything's
seriously
working for either team at one point, but you can't. It's not a mix. It's either all or nothing. So as we have 4:55 to play here in the third quarter, 8-point game before Olivia Olson's and one. NC State definitely wants to stop the bleeding here and get back into this one. They played a great game so far. Their defense has been absolutely incredible on both sides, to be honest with you. And just all of a sudden falling apart now. You can't let Olivia Olson get into this one. As you mentioned before, only 4 points in this game. That's her first made from the field. She's been quiet so far. If you let her get hot, that's pretty much going to be wraps for NC State.
That's the nail in the coffin right there.
Absolutely. The only thing already keeping NC State in the game is Michigan's abysmal three-point shooting at 2 for 16 on the day. Is absolutely atrocious. Ironically enough, they're perfect from the free throw line at 4 for 4.
It's like the reverse today. And I think another thing, we were talking about it before the game, but NC State really let Tennessee just shoot an absurd amount of threes. And, Michigan's getting up a lot of three-pointers as well, but the same story. Tennessee couldn't get their three-pointers to fall, and neither can Michigan. So NC State, I will say the difference between this game and the game against Tennessee for NC State is they're contesting Michigan's threes much more than they were contesting those three-pointers against Tennessee. But Michigan's still taking a ton and just not really finding success from beyond the arc today.
Something about NC State's aura, I think, that just stops any team from shooting a three. It doesn't
Apparently.
matter if you're Michigan, Tennessee, University of Maine. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Anyone's going to just absolutely crumble under the absolute specimen that is Tilda Trieger.
Yeah, there you go.
Having a quiet day, but obviously just seeing a 6'6" center on NC State is frightening. Mrs. Wolf taking a seat now, crossing her arms.
Yeah.
The sass is incredible.
She's putting her legs up on the guy. He's become a footrest. She's such a queen.
Absolutely. Dude, Mrs. Wolf is her.
She is her. And just for some context for Michigan's three-point percentage, they're shooting 12.5 today. They shoot around 33% during the regular season.
So nowhere near the status quo. Yeah, just a little.
Yeah. And then going back to that, Mila Holloway 0 for 6 from 3, that's something you don't usually see, especially for her coming off one of her best games of the season last game against Holy Cross. So an area that Michigan's hoping to get back up to par in the rest of this game.
Absolutely. As we exit the timeout for Olivia Olson's and one. She gets the ball, bends her knees, puts it up off the front and back, and then in 41-32. A 9-point game with just under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Kaishi Jones has checked back into the game. 3 fouls on that one, something to look out for again. She tries to pass it in, and now it's knocked away. Silas Swords has it. Mila Holloway on the left corner. Back to Swords at the top of the key. She pulls up for a 3. That one's up off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Holloway. On the left elbow now. Shot clock reset. Now it's 16 seconds. Silas Swords gets the ball and just directs traffic from the M in center court. Gives it back to Corals Daniels still on the left elbow. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Olsen at the top of the key now. Back to Swords, down on the left side against the baseline. Throws it in for Dudley. It's off of her foot, knocked away around her and Kaishi Jones. It'll be out and remain Michigan ball.
And Michigan's lucky they got the ball on that one. That was almost a turnover. Silas Swords tried to pass it inside to Kendall Dudley, who was guarded pretty tightly by NC State.
1 second on the shot clock. Got to move quick. Inbounded to Olivia Olsen, who immediately puts it up. And that one's good! Making the 1 second count. Olivia Olsen gets it and just tosses it up there and just falls delicately into the net. 43-32 now the score. Sam Jones going quick. Throws over to Cox, who's checked back in. She puts it up. That one falls, and she's fouled by Brooke Quarles-Daniels for the and one. 43-34 now as Maddie Cox goes to the line.
I mean, I have to go back to that jumper by Olivia Olsen. She had 1 second on the shot clock to shoot it. She's up to 7 points now. I think all 7 of those came in the past 2 or 3 minutes at this point. So it's like you said, the one thing you do not want to happen, you did so well at controlling Olivia Olsen in the first half, and you can't stop her for too long. She's one of the best players in the Big Ten for a reason. Absolutely.
And one is good. 43-35 now the score as Maddie Cox hits her free throw. Mila Holloway now throws it to Silas Swords, running up the right side of the baseline, throws it up, and it falls down. 45-35, a 10-point game again with 3:48 left in the third. Sam Jones is trying to get it across half court again as this full court press is outstanding.
Can't stop it. You can't beat it.
She's wrapped up. Ball falls away. Mila Holloway wide open layup. Had all the room in the world as no one for NC State was back. It's 47-35. Sam Jones loses the ball again on the inbound, and Mila Holloway has it. Over to Silas Swords on the left wing. Olivia Olsen, mid-range 2 is up, in and in. That one's good. As NC State calls another timeout, it's 49-35. Everything falling apart for the Wolfpack now.
Oh my gosh. And everything falling into place for the Wolverines. Just wow. 6-0 run in 33 seconds.
33 seconds is insane.
Oh my gosh, the full court press is just showing out for the Wolverines. They forced 2 immediate turnovers off Sam Jones for 2 immediate buckets. I mean, my gosh, I don't even know what to say. That was like one of the most insane stretches that I've seen in a long time. That was incredible work.
It was the most dysfunctional play I've ever seen on a team and taking part in NC State, where they just couldn't even inbound the ball. Couldn't get it across half court. The full court press was flustering them so much, they just kept losing it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we saw in the first half. They were so flustered they couldn't even get the ball past half court. We saw the exact same thing again. And I mean, that's what makes this Michigan full court press it's just so draining, so defeating. And that was incredible. That was incredible to watch. I mean, what a run. Yeah, I'm stunned too.
That's the best 33-second stretch of Michigan basketball all season. It's absolute
Honestly,
insane.
You might be right. That was
insane coordination, just absolutely building off the dysfunction of the Wolfpack's play incredibly. And now NC State finds themselves slowly falling into a hole at almost a 15-point deficit, 14 points as it stands, and they got to do something real quick to try and stop this one. As we have 3:21 left in the third quarter, if they don't get back in this one quickly, it might get ugly going into the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right, and it's kind of turned into a little bit of the Olivia Olsen show. She started this half with 0 points. She's up to 9. NC State as a team has 10 points in this quarter. So Olivia Olsen basically individually outpacing NC State in this quarter. I mean, I said she was one of the best players in the Big Ten, but she's one of the best players in the nation. And 9 points so far in the third quarter, still 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. She's so impressive to watch.
Absolutely incredible. I'm starstruck just sitting here.
No, honestly, me too. It's
kind of just expanding on that point as we talked about. Olivia Olsen now up to 9 points. Just to kind of just say what we said in different wording, if you're NC State, you've basically been in this one due to Michigan being unable to shoot the 3 ball, as well as people like Olivia Olsen just being a non-factor. Still not shooting the 3 ball. However, if you let Olivia Olsen into this game, it's going to be wraps. You can't have everyone operating at full strength and be able to stay in this one.
Yeah.
NC State's only hope was being able to stop a couple players, which they did up until this point, but they might be running out of steam with 3:21 left in the third. As both teams exit the timeout and we get ready to return to play here from the Crisler Center.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do at this point if you're NC State? They really need to come out of this media timeout. And I think moving the ball is one of the key pieces and getting past this full court press. Michigan kind of leaning off that right now, not putting as much pressure on them. So hopefully NC State can get back in their offensive half and get the ball moving, find some open shots, and hopefully put up a few points to kind of claw back into this one because it's starting to get out of hand.
Zam Jones with the ball now, screaming at Kaishi Lunin to come over to the right wing. Finally, she does. Now Lunin with the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Wolfpack. Over to the far side for Zam Jones on the left wing. Trying to get around Mila Holloway. She throws it in for Pierre. A mid-range jumper from inside the paint. Off the back, no good. Pierre rebounded herself. Shot clock reset to 20. Gives it over to Trieger on the left corner. Cox, on the left corner. And now over to Jones on the right wing. Pulls up for a three of her own. That one sings. Perfect shot. Greened it from Zam Jones. And that'll make it 49-38. Silas Swords with the ball now for the Wolverines. Gives it over to Mila Holloway on the right wing. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 2:30 to play. Olivia Olsen now pulls up from the elbow. Off the back. No good. Kaishi Jones going quickly for the Wolfpack. On the right wing now on Michigan's end. Backs up to the corner. Now over to Pierre, who took her spot on the right wing. Over to the far corner for Samuels, who puts up a left corner three off the side of the backboard. No good. And Mila Holloway takes it up. Throws it to Olivia Olsen. On the left side now in the corner. Over to Holloway at the left wing. 2 to play here in the third quarter. Mila Holloway moves to the right and is hit in the face by Kaishi Jones. And they're going to call a foul on that one. Just had the arm out a little too extended. And so Kaishi Jones picks up her 4th foul of the game with 2 minutes left in the third. One more and she's done. So they'll probably sub her out here right now.
Yeah, they got to.
As they're talking with Coach Wes Moore. As
looks like she's jogging off.
They might have been a little too late on the substitution. I don't know what they're talking to the referees about.
I don't know, but Michigan is furious. They're holding up teeth. They want someone to get a technical.
It didn't look malicious in the slightest. She just was sticking out her arm. Obviously, the Mays Rage are a little biased.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess they tried to substitute a little too late. So for the time being, Kaishi Jones will stay in this game. As Caden Samuel sits at the scorer's table just waiting for the next stoppage. Brooke Quarles-Janers with the ball. On Silas Swords in the right corner now. Over to Delphos on the right wing, who's checked back into this one. She moves in down the right lane against Cox, now on the baseline. Broke the ankles of Cox, put it up, missed that one, but gets the second chance opportunity. She saved it from being a brutal look after breaking the ankles of Maddie Cox. Able to recover her own rebound to put it up, and it's now 51-38. Aura saved by Taylor Delphos.
Seriously, oh my gosh. Taylor Delphos is one of the, everyone on this Michigan team hustles so much, but the way Taylor Delphos plays is just incredible. Being able to get her own rebound, put that back up.
The and one is up and off the front of the rim, no good, rebounded by Maddie Cox. Kaishi Jones has left the court now and able to get that substitution in. Caden Samuels in her place. Sam Jones now on the left wing for the Wolfpack. 1:30 to play left here in the third quarter. Sam Jones again hounded by 2 people. Gets it over to Maddie Cox. Now over to the side. Left wing three is up for Quigley and good. 51-41. The lead is down to 10 again as the three is sunk. Taylor Delphos on the other end. Quickly along the baseline. Puts it up and it's down. It's the Taylor Delphos show right now in Ann Arbor. 53-41. A minute 10 to play in the third quarter. Sam Jones across the half-court line. Throws it over to the left side. Quigley in the left corner. Just sets forward, throws it up off the glass and in. It's going to be down, and then it looks like Pierre pushed down Dudley. She might get a tech here. Completely off the ball after the play. Referees discussing. Either way, it's 53-41 now with a minute 2.
I mean, it feels
or
like
53-43, with a minute 2. As Tilda Trieger is about to check back in, I think they're discussing whether it's a tech or not on Camille Pierre.
Yeah, and just kind of going back to this Michigan offense, it feels like we've seen a little bit of everything. It started Silas Swords going off in the second quarter, and then you have Olivia Olsen going off to start this quarter, and then now it's the Taylor Delphos show. So,
yeah, and excuse me, they're actually not going to give Camille Pierre a foul or technical. In fact, they're calling Brooke Quarles-Daniels for a push-off foul, and so in a weird change of possession, Quarles-Daniels gets the foul, and that is her 4th.
Ooh.
So with a minute,
that's brutal.
With a minute and 2 seconds left, Brooke Quarles-Daniels is going to leave the game, replaced by Mila Holloway, but now she is in foul trouble as well. So 2 players from each side with 4 fouls. As Tilda Trieger also checks back in for the Wolfpack. And they're going to call a technical on Brooke Curls-Daniels. That's pretty impressive. It looked like Pierre was the one that shoved off, and Pierre will now get the uncontested free throw, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Pierre gets the ball and steps up to the line. All by herself, bends her knees, puts that one up, and easily sinks it. 53-44 as we're down to 9 as the point differential. Michigan leads the Wolfpack 53-44. Michigan now in the bonus, but Brooke Curls-Daniels in foul trouble with 4.
Yeah, Brooke Curls-Daniels has been huge for Michigan in this game. You know, she's huge for them every single. Okay.
Silas Swords now getting a technical. I have no idea what's happening. The referees are not good at announcing things.
I think if what I think happened is, I think NC State got fouled on their shot, and then Kendall Dudley got fouled off the ball after the shot. So the NC State gets the and 1, and Silas Swords gets the technical from NC State.
Well, why was the and 1 completely
I don't know.
Yeah, what a bunch of weird stuff happening. Either way,
I think
Silas
it's
Swords
uncontested because they're not going to get the ball because Michigan's getting the tech after. So it's going to be Michigan's ball regardless of if she misses.
Where's Zach Linder when you need him? We need a rule book analyst. Gene Sterator step in. Taylor Foss steps up for a 3. That one's no good. Silas Swords gets the rebound after knocking down her free throws. 55-44 now the score. Mila Holloway pulls up for a shot at the top of the key. No good. Rebound fought for, and now everyone's on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Wolverines. It'll be their ball with 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
Feels like the Wolverines have had the possession arrow all day.
Seriously, has NC State had it once? I mean, this is actually pretty incredible.
Honestly, feels like they haven't.
Person controlling the possession arrow over there, maybe
Michigan fan.
Yeah, exactly. Ball is inbound to Mila Holloway, thrown over to Silas Swords, pulls up for a 3 from the right wing. It's good. 58-44 the score now. 1 second difference between the game clock and shot clock as NC State has it with 23 to play here in the third quarter, down by 14. Zam Jones is dribbling this one out at half court, trying to drain the clock. Moving over to the right side, Jello Foss guarding her, trying to call over Tilda Trieger. Trieger sets the screen. It didn't work at all, and now Zam Jones is hounded almost over and back. It will be a backcourt violation, and so Michigan will get the ball with 5.7 seconds remaining. And if you remember, Olivia Olson only needs 1, so it's more than enough time to get a shot off here. So inbound from the half-court line with Olsen after the turnover. NC State completely lost. Throws into Mila Holloway. 4 seconds left. Over to Olsen now. Moves over to the right side on the baseline. Just puts up a fadeaway. It's good! She's ice cold! If there's less than 5 seconds, Olivia Olsen is hitting it, and it's now 60-44 at the end of the third quarter.
Like you said, if you're Olivia Olsen, all you need is 1. She got 5.7, and same story.
Ice in her veins, Olivia Olsen. Michigan on a 7-0 run to end the third quarter, the last minute and 2 seconds. And so as we have our little break here before the start of the fourth, Wolfpack now down 16.
My gosh.
If you're Coach Wes Moore, Jaden, what are you saying in that huddle? Because you got to rally the troops pretty quickly. It's looking pretty bad for NC State's chances.
Yeah.
Great, they don't call her the greatest color analyst in the league for nothing.
I'm just, if you're NC State at this point, I think it's finding a way to break the full court press, which is so hard.
They are unable to do it.
They're unable to do it, but if they can, you can find yourself on offense with a man or two advantage.
You can.
But somebody if you can break it.
They're full court press. They're double guarding Zam Jones trying to get across the line.
Yeah.
Someone's
open.
Mathematically, at least one person is wide open.
Yeah.
But they are so flustered, they are unable to even get it across the line to find the open person.
Yeah, I mean, that's my 2 cents, is if you can find a way to slow that down. You can't. I don't know. I mean, the times we've seen NC State come out of like these timeouts, they've kind of switched the momentum on its head and came out and kind of flipped the script and gone on a couple runs of their own. So, you know, maybe the slight break is what they need, but, you know, Michigan's getting this crowd into it. They're getting their team into it. They're hyped. Olivia Olsen in double figures now. She's been in double figures every single game this season without fail. That's the difference maker right now. I think that's flipped this game on its head. It's like we said, you let Olivia Olson get into this game, and she has taken full advantage of it.
Oh, absolutely. You let Olson, she's now up to 11 points, you just mentioned, just unable to stop her. Once she's like, can't stop the A train. Once it starts going, yeah. Incredible job by Olivia Olson. Michigan up to 41% shooting from the field after starting off pretty cold. And NC State still leading that, shooting 46% when they shoot it, but they're not getting a lot of attempts.
That's the problem.
Michigan has taken 61 shots from the field, while NC State 39. Just absolutely crumbling under the full court press.
Yeah,
if
and
in the fourth quarter, they got to be able to get past that, or else they're completely done with no shot of getting back into this one.
Yeah, you said absolutely crumbling under the full court press, and to put a number on that, they have 20 turnovers through 3 quarters. So
20 turnovers off 3 quarters is insane.
Yeah, and Michigan 32 points off turnovers. So not only are you turning the ball over a bunch, Michigan's scoring on almost every single opportunity that you give them.
It's an incredible job by Michigan to capitalize on the turnovers.
Yeah, and I think another reason why Michigan's so successful on capitalizing on those turnovers is because so many turnovers are forced when Michigan's in the full court press. So if you're Zam Jones and you turn the ball over in a full court press, Michigan, you have no one back on defense. Michigan's all alone. It's basically a 3v1 now, and you're caught lacking, and that's why that Michigan has 32%, or not 32%, 32 points off turnovers.
Absolutely incredible. Mrs. Wolf, I'm sorry, my God, but it's not looking good for you guys.
She's the girl, though. I hope she had a fun trip in Ann Arbor.
As NC State's players re-enter the floor around the Spirit squad, just waiting for everybody. Kaishi Lunen's going to check back into this one despite having 4 fouls. So she'll try to go probably the length of the fourth quarter, as NC State has to just really put it all on the line, go all in to try to get back into this one. Brooke Quarles-Daniels, I would imagine, stays on the bench for a little bit, having 4 fouls of her own.
You don't need it right now if you're Michigan, but if you're NC State, you absolutely do need all hands on deck right now. You can't afford to, have her sit out and kind of wait to the end, hoping she doesn't pick up that 5th foul, but right now you need to claw your way back into this game, and they have to do it right now. You can't wait till the last 5 minutes of this game. It's all or nothing for them right now.
Michigan comes back with Swords, Holloway, Dudley, Delfoss, and Olivia Olson as NC State has the ball to start the fourth quarter here from Ann Arbor. Over to Trieger on the left side. Moves it to Zam Jones down to the left corner. Is it going to be a foul now? It's going to go on to Ella Delfoss. A lot of bodies in the way. Couldn't see exactly what just happened. But either way, it'll be a Michigan team foul. NC State will inbound it from right in front of their bench. Zam Jones on the left side now after the inbound on the left wing and moves in towards the front. Tried to pass it over to Lunen, but it's knocked away by Delfoss, able to collect their own rebound. 11 seconds on the shot clock as Kaishi Lunen moves in down the left lane, puts it up with the left hand. A little too much on that one. It rolls out, rebounded by Olson. She throws it to Silas Swords as they move up court. Back to Olson on the right wing. She moves over to Holloway, who stays in the same spot. Mila Holloway moves over to the top of the key, leaves it for Silas Swords in the same position, and now she'll try to direct traffic from right in front of the M at half court. 12 seconds left on the shot clock for the Wolverines, 60-44 game.
Swords just stood there with the ball in her hands, pointing everyone in different directions, telling them
the
exactly
quarterback.
where to go.
Silas Swords now on the left side against the baseline. Reverse layup is up, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Silas Swords directing traffic, doing it all herself, as you mentioned, just standing there with the ball pointing around like she's Tom Brady in the huddle. Absolutely insane.
She's doing it all.
Swords goes to the line now. 2 for 2 on the day from the free throw line. She gets the ball for her first attempt. Bounced it a few times. She bends her knees and puts it up. That one is good. 61-44. Swords for the second attempt, bends her knees, puts that one up. It's good as well. 4 for 4 on the day, 62-44. Michigan leads with just over 9 minutes remaining in this one. NC State trying to put anything together to get back into this. The full court press is back. NC State just gets it over the line before the 10-second violation. Now they're hounded in front of the bench. And there's going to be a whistle, and they're going to call a push-off foul on Michigan here. As 3 players on them.
Yeah, it was a 3v1.
Yeah,
oh
3v1.
Gosh, that's a hard one.
Somebody got a little too physical there.
Yeah.
And so that'll go on Olivia Olson. That is her 3rd foul of the day. Zam Jones kicks it into Pierre, who gives it back. Top of the key now, Zam Jones moves in over to the right side. on the right elbow, pulls it for a jumper. That one's good. 62-46 as NC State gets back on the board for the first time in a while.
Sam Jones is so good.
Sam Jones is absolutely incredible. Mila Holloway has the ball now on the right wing for Michigan. Looking at Kaishi Lunin, gives it over to Olsen at the top of the key, now to Swords in the left wing. Back to Olsen, top of the key, thought about a three, now saw it, second guessed it. Down to the right lane against the baseline, throws it up, that one rings around and in, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for an and one, but 6 as it stands. It'll go against Quigley. That's her second foul of the day. NC State starting the foul brigade at this point.
I mean, what a flip of the switch for Olivia Olsen in this game. I mean, it's so hard to believe with how dominant she's been in this second half that she had 0 points in the first.
Her and one is up and in, good. She's now 4 for 4 on the, or 3 for 3, excuse me, on the day from the line. No, 4 for 4, I was right. And now it's 65-46. NC State going quick. Kaishi Lunin right up the middle, just lays it up and in, 65-48. Mila Holloway now the other way as Michigan goes quickly on the left lane. Taylor Dofaz in the left corner, up to Olsen on the wing. Olsen, top of the key, pulls up for a three. It's good! Olivia Olsen is unstoppable right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 20-point game at 68-48, and we're under 8 to play in Ann Arbor.
That is the exact word, unstoppable. They don't have an answer for her.
Sam Jones now again up the lane in the middle, just lays it up. It's 68-50. Sam Jones is doing it all herself now, getting a police escort through the paint.
She's taking it into her own hands for NC State right now.
Tyler Swords pulls up for a three. That one's in!
The threes are falling!
Swords stood on the right wing, thought about it for a second, and then just absolutely threw it up there. Looked like she was about to pass it. Just immediately took the shot and sunk it. 71-50 now. Michigan leads. 7:20 to play in this one. Over to Trieger on the left side of the basket. Over to Quigley on the right wing. Behind the back, dribbles into the paint. Spin move around Dudley. Now around the left side. Throws it up with the left hand. Nowhere close off the back glass. Rebounded by Olsen. Swords up to Holloway now on the left wing. She pulls up for a three. It's good! 74-50 as Michigan's sniffing the Sweet 16 at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Ball is knocked away right here in front of us by Kendall Dudley. As Brooke Quarles-Daniels is going to check back into this one with 6:54 remaining. And NC State looking completely lost out there. They have no answer with the three ball now hitting for Michigan. The Wolfpack might sense their season coming to an end here.
Yeah, and we said it at first. It was Olivia Olsen not being in the game, and then she got in, and then it was the three ball not falling, and now that's getting into it, and they just don't have an answer for anything.
Sam Jones kicks out to the left corner for Quigley. Puts up a three of her own. That one sings. Hold on a minute. 74-53. The Wolfpack still have life. Holloway over to Silas Swords in the right wing. Puts up a three again. Off the front. No good. Would have absolutely erupted this place.
Oh my gosh, it would have been crazy.
Quigley now for the Wolfpack. Kicks it out to Kaishi Lunin in the left wing. Lunin calls over Trigger to help her out. Moves over, absolutely blocked by Kendall Dudley. Ball is loose, everyone fighting for it. It's stolen, over to Silas Swords. Throws it in, intercepted by Trigger, now kicked out. Olivia Olsen for a three, off the corner of the rim, no good. Trigger had it for a second, then Quarles-Daniels had it. Passed by Sam Jones now. She can't get over half court. Finally it's up to Quigley as NC State struggles to just get it into Michigan's end continue. 6 to play here in the fourth quarter, 74-53. Sam Jones standing at the M in center court. Now moves up to the top of the key. Spin move in the paint. Right-handed layup. Too much on that one off the glass. Rebounded by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Olivia Olsen now up the left side. Around Trigger. Reverse layup. No good, but she's fouled on that one. And she'll go to the line with 5:46 remaining in the fourth. Kilda Trigger picks up her third foul of the day as Ashley Sofilkanik comes back in. Sofilkanik has not really played much, if any, in the second half.
Actually. Kendall Dudley getting a lot of minutes this game.
Olsen at the line, gets the ball for her first attempt. She bends her knees and puts that one up. It's good, 75-53. Olsen gets the ball back for her second attempt. Puts that one up, bends her knees. That one is good easily, 76-53. Olivia Olsen now 6 for 6 on the day from the free throw line. And NC State will need pretty much divine intervention here. Kaishi Lunin, spin move, tries to put it up. It's blocked, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line down by 23 points, 5:30 to play. It's pretty much all but over for the NC State Wolfpack at this point,
Yeah,
Jaden.
I mean, you're exactly right. And, speaking of free throws, Michigan 92% from the free throw line. They're 12 for 13. They've missed one so far, and that is one of the most impressive stat lines.
First attempt from Lunin is off the back of the rim, up and then down to be good, 76-54. If Michigan can get the free throw ball working as well as the three, just everything, the free throw has been their problem all year, as we discussed.
Yeah.
So if they can get that working, there's no stopping.
They're going to be a hard team to beat, and you can see it in this second half. That's how they start getting everything clicking in the second half, and that's why they've pulled away so much.
Lunin's second attempt is good as well, 76-55. Up to Brooke Quarles-Daniels, Michigan going quick. Olivia Olson up the right lane, puts it up way too much on that one. Rebounded by Sofocanic. There's going to be an off-ball foul here. They're going to call it. It'll be on Kaishi Lunin, and so that'll be her 5th foul, and she'll be done for the day as she got tied up with Ashley Sofocanic. And so Kaishi Lunin, a great effort here. But the sophomore will probably have her season come to an end at this point.
Yeah, I mean, a great performance from her. Like we mentioned previously, she stepped into this game, into the starting role because Zoe Brooks got injured in the last game versus Tennessee. She stepped up in that Tennessee game too, playing a lot more minutes than normal. I mean, just you have to be proud of the way she played today.
Michigan inbounds the ball. Immediate three from Mia Holloway. A little too much on that one, off the inside of the rim and out. Zam Jones recovers the rebound. On the left side now, Jones gives it over to Trieger. Thought about a three, now over to Quigley on the right wing. Trieger sets up the screen. Sofocanic now blocking her all the way up to the half-court line. Almost an over and back foul, able to get it to Cox. Into Trieger on the right side. She puts up a two, off the rim a couple of times and out. Rebounded by Quigley, and now it's going to be a tie-up between Neil Holloway. A jump ball, and shocker, Jaden. The possession arrow favors the Michigan Wolverines. They'll have possession. Whoever is running that possession arrow, investigate that man. 5:06 remaining in this fourth quarter as Michigan wins the rigged jump ball. And now Alyssa Crockett will check into this one as Olivia Olson takes a seat. Crockett getting a standing ovation here. What is most likely going to be her last, or definitely her last appearance at Crisler Center. A fan favorite here, all Big Ten Sportsmanship Player of the Year, as Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it on the right wing. Kicks it out to Silas Swords. Now Holloway on the left wing. 4:50 to play, 15 on the shot clock. Sofocanic hands it back off to Holloway at the top of the key. Over to Alyssa Crockett on the left wing, and she'll move into the paint. Throws it up with the right hand, off the backboard on the side, no good. Rebounded by Quigley as NC State moves it up court. From the top of the key, Wolfpack trying to do anything. Gives it up to Cox. There's going to be a foul before the ball gets there, and it'll probably be on Mila Holloway. It will be on Holloway. That's her 3rd foul of the day. And now NC State's, we're going to get a media timeout here with 4:34 remaining in the fourth quarter, 76-55.
Yeah.
Jaden, we're not calling a game before it's over. However, like I said, it would kind of take an absolute miracle for NC State to pull this one off. Yeah. And it looks like Michigan is headed to the Sweet 16.
It looks like Michigan is headed to the Sweet 16. This was, it was such a close game at the half, and Michigan just completely erupted in this second half and turned everything around. It was like everything that wasn't working for them suddenly started working, and that's kind of been the story of the Michigan
Even
Wolverines.
The free throw, which is actually
which hasn't been working. It was kind of the three-pointers that they weren't working in this game, but, they've been good at them this season, and the free throws, they haven't been good at the free throw line all season long, and then today, finally turning that around. And I do have one thing to add. And I'm afraid that if I say this, I'm going to jinx it, but I have to.
Go ahead.
I have to.
Let it rip.
Okay. Silas Swords has 23 points right now.
Oh, my gosh, I forgot about that. Finish your statement.
Silas Swords has 23 points right now. Coming into this game, she was 26 points away from 1,000 career points. So at this point, Silas Swords is 3 points away from 1,000 career points. So, Sila, we need a 3. With
4:30 left, it's funny because I was like, I wonder when they're going to take all the starters out there. You got to leave Sila.
They took Olivia out, but Sila,
Olivia ain't 3 away from 1,000
Exactly, that's
points.
what I'm saying. So, Sila Swords is 3 points away from 1K. You got to leave the girl in. And you got to let her rip a 3.
Michigan 0 for 5 from their last attempt from the field, including none in the last 2.5 minutes. It's been all the free throw that's been giving them their points. So, Sila, break the streak, hit 1,000.
Sila, you're on our score bug for a reason.
You are. Media timeout still going on with 4:34 remaining. Again, Michigan leading by 21 here in the second round of March Madness, 76-55. Everyone contributing. Silas Swords, the leading point scorer with 23, 3 away. But everyone getting on the board. Only person with 0 who's been in the game is Alyssa Crockett, who's been in the game
just checked in.
I was about to say who's been in the game for about 15 seconds, so it doesn't really count. Only thing to look for, Brooke Corals-Daniels with 4 fouls. One more and she's done. Got the moot point at this point. However, Kaishi Lunin on the NC State side has already fouled out. A great performance stepping up in the place of Zoe Brooks, but a little too many fouls, and so that'll do it for her NC State season for the most part. On the other end, Zam Jones doing it all for the Wolfpack. 14 points, including 8 assists. And this last fourth quarter, she kind of is just like, all right, I'll do it myself, and has been going right up the middle, which it worked a few times, and now tries to just get past NC State's struggles of just trying to get it into their own side of the court and spend the full court presses left them with no answers all day as we re-enter the field of play. And we're about ready to get going here again after the media timeout. 4:34 to go. Sila 3 points away from 1,000. We'll see if she can do it, as Michigan has their entire starting lineup in, except Alyssa Crockett in place of Olivia Olson. Ball is inbounded. Immediate 3 from Zam Jones. She's going to be fouled on that one. Nowhere near the basket, but she was fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Michigan foul is on number 20, Alyssa Crockett. Her first, Michigan's
NC State still with their starting lineup, except in the place of Kaishi Lunin. Mallory Collier has come in. Not a lot of playing time, only averaging 2 points a game. Zam Jones puts her first one up. That one's good. 76-56. Back to a 20-point game as NC State's now on the bonus.
Yeah, it's exactly like you said. It's turned into Zam Jones just doing everything for this NC State team, trying to put them on her back and get them back into this game any way she can.
Second attempt off the front of the rim, then the back front again and off. No good on that one, as she's 1 for 2 to try to make it 2 for 3 here. Jones bends the knees, puts that one up, falls. 2 out of 3 are good, 76-57 as the ball is inbound to Holloway. Up to Silas Swords, across the line. She gives it over to Alyssa Crockett. A right corner 3 is up, off the back of the rim, no good, as everyone stood up. They wanted Alyssa to get that one. And Zam Jones with the ball again now, on the left wing. Throws it in for Collier on the left side. She spins around Sofia Canning, puts it up, blocked by Ashley, but there will be a foul on that one, and Mallory Collier will go to the line in her short appearance here for NC State, shooting 19% from the free throw line. Not ideal if you're looking at free throw percentage, as Alyssa Crockett will check back out. Olivia Olson comes back in.
I'm kind of surprised.
Me too. And so starting lineup back on for the Michigan Wolverines, as Collier gets the ball for her first attempt. Puts that one up. That is the wackest free throw form I've ever seen. It's going to be off the back of the iron, no good, as she tries to get her second attempt. Bounces the ball, bends the knees, question mark, and puts that one up, and it's in. 1 for 2, 76-58.
Full court press for NC State now.
Taking a page out of Michigan's book. Tyler Swords with the ball. She moves over to the middle, gives it to Mila Holloway. Mila Holloway on the M, kicks it out to Silas Swords in the right wing, drops it for Olivia Olson in the same position. Now Mila Holloway in the right wing. She'll move in towards the middle on the free throw line. Kicks out to Olson. Thought about a long 2. Now moves in towards the paint. Fades in. Takes a jumper. That one's good. 78-58. 3:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Somebody's got to give it to Silas Swords, right? We all know what's about to happen. No, it's not. We still got 3 minutes left.
I know. Basically 4.
Quickly now for NC State. It's going to try to kick it out to Collier, but it's going to go off the shin of Silas Swords and out of bounds. Wolfpack retain possession.
Back up to a 20-point game for Michigan.
3:37, 20-point game. Zam Jones with the ball for the Wolfpack. On the M in center court, trying to get around Brooke Corals-Daniels. 15 seconds on the shot clock. She'll move in down towards the left side, now up to the left wing. She kicks it out for Quigley on the right corner, trying to keep it in. What a job there by Quigley to get it. And she's going to be fouled trying to go back in. Ashley Sofia-Canning not thrilled about that one. Just screamed an expletive right in front of us. And That's going to be her third. What a job by Devin Quigley to keep that one in.
She was balancing on one
She
foot
looked like
for
Alyssa
so
Liu
long.
over there.
Seriously.
Just trying to keep it in. She'll go to the line now off the foul because NC State's in the bonus with 3:21 left in the game.
And Ashley Sofakanik was not happy after getting called for that foul. Sila had to grab her in and basically say, it's okay.
Quigley puts her first one up. That one's good, 78-59. As Quigley's now 2 for 2 from the on the line on the day. And next that one up.
Yeah.
She tries to make it 3 for 3.
I got that.
Thank you, appreciate it. Quigley steps up, bounces the ball, bends her knees, puts that one up. It's good. 78-60 now to score. Ball is inbounded to Swords. Moves it up the right side, throws it up to Holloway on the right wing. Holloway kicks it out to Swords, now on the right wing herself, and she'll move over to the M in center court. Trying to direct traffic again, she kicks it out to Olivia Olsen on the left side. Olsen moves in towards the left wing. Give it to Sofakanik now. Back to Olivia Olsen. A left wing three is up. That one is around and in. Good. 81-60 now off the Olivia Olsen three. You cannot stop her. You can only hope to contain her.
Oh my gosh, 24 points now, leading all scorers. She's so good.
Pierre with the ball for the Wolfpack. Allie Van Timmeren waiting to check in. Ball is thrown away, knocked away by Sofakanik. Michigan has it again. Over to Olsen with 2:35 to play. Olsen right down the lane in the middle. Right-handed layup blocked away by Camille Pierre. What a job deflecting that one. As now we're going to get a couple subs. Allie Van Timmeren's going to come in as well as Mackenzie Mathurin. Allie Van Timmeren getting an ovation. Brooke Quarles-Daniels will come out here.
Oh, that's so sweet. She's getting hugs by everyone on the bench.
Brooke Quarles-Daniels, the senior, perhaps coming off the court for the last time here at Crisler. Kicks it out to Silas Swords. She puts up a three. It's good! Silas Swords hits 1,000 points. 84-60 here in Ann Arbor. And Michigan's going to be headed to the Sweet 16.
So happy I didn't jinx that.
Sam Jones with the ball now. Kicks in to Collier right outside the right box. Just throws it up with the left hand. That one rings around and in. 84-62 as Mila Holloway takes it up. Kicks it out to Olivia Olsen at the top of the key. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Over to Mathurin on the left side. Over to Olsen now in the right corner. Hands it over to Silas Swords now in the right wing. Bounces it into Van Timmeren. Van Timmeren around Collier. Trying to spin around. Olivia Olsen. Corner three is up and good.
Oh my God.
27 points on the day for Olsen. 87-62.
27 points in the second half. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely insane. NC State going quick now. As the entire bench waits to check in. There's a tie-up. Mila Holloway and them have it. Jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the NC State Wolfpack.
Wow.
This is absolutely insane. As now the entire bench will check in. Jessica Fields, Ayanna Dunbar, Sierra Byers along with Alyssa Crockett. Mackenzie Mathurin will stay on the floor. Allie Van Timmeren leaves. As Michigan getting ready to face someone in Fort Worth.
Yeah, and just a standing ovation from every single person in this building.
Mackenzie Mathurin with the ball. A minute 15 to play here in Ann Arbor as she's on the right wing. Moves in now right down the lane on the free throw. Kicks out to Alyssa Crockett. A left wing three is up. It's good! The friendly Croc hits the three, 90-62 in her last appearance at Crisler Center as a Wolverine. Sam Jones kicks it out. Pierre, NC State has it. Who cares? This is a great time.
Oh my gosh.
Jernigan has it for NC State. She's checked in for the first time in a decade. Throwing up a three-pointer from Quigley. Off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound fought for. Let's Go Blue breaks out from the fans here in Crisler Center, and everyone very emphatic about this Michigan team's performance.
Wow. I mean, this place is incredible.
.1 to play here in the fourth quarter. The first free throw attempt is up and good from Pierre. 90-63 to score. Second chance is up, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ayana Dunbar. Happy belated birthday, Ayana!
Yes.
Mackenzie Mathura with the ball for the Wolverines. 30 seconds left in this one. Sent into Byer. Spin move around Sam Jones! She puts it up and in! What a move!
Oh my gosh.
92-63. The bench is up and jumping as NC State trying to not lose the ball. Jernigan comes up for a three on the right wing, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Crockett. Shot clock off, 13 seconds, and Michigan will dribble it out as they go to the Sweet 16. With all zeros on the scoreboard, the final here, Michigan wins 92-63 off of an incredible second half performance from Olivia Olson. Jaden, where do you even want to begin?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. Just Silas Swords and Olivia Olson accounted for 53 points today. They almost beat NC State by themselves.
Yes, basically they did.
This was just an unreal showing from every single player on the Michigan Wolverines, everyone getting involved today. And just the fact that they were able to come out of a close game at halftime and turn it into an almost 30-point win. If that doesn't show you just the resilience and the dedication of this team to come out and put up a unreal second half from them. Unreal second half from Olivia Olson, all 27 points from her in the second half. And Wolverines just booked themselves a flight to Fort Worth.
The Michigan team now waving to the Mays Rage student section as they get ready to exit the court. As you said, everything working for Michigan today, from the half-court press to the free throw line. There were very few holes in their game. Everything was working.
And I was thinking, it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine with the Mays Rage.
As they bring out the giant bracket here.
I wish it was facing us.
Yeah, Michigan about ready to slap the sticker on it. Well, they want to face the Mays Rage.
Yeah,
I
understand.
understand.
They don't want to face the broadcasters.
Yeah, they don't care
media,
about us.
And they're there for the students.
We'll pause for a second just to watch this spectacle.
Yeah, we're both recording. They're so awesome.
They're great. I love our team. The team, not our team. We're not part of the team.
Hey, we're the Michigan Student Radio. We go here.
Completely unbiased. My thoughts and opinions do not reflect that of the University of Michigan or any Michigan athletic team.
So true.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the disclaimer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Needed that.
But no, so let's actually wrap this one up for real. It's on a great day for Michigan shooting the three ball after, or not the three ball, the free throw ball, 12 for 13.
Yeah, that was great.
They went 10 for 30 from the three-point line, but that really caught on fire towards the end there.
Yeah.
If they can get everything rolling, this is a hard team to beat.
Oh my gosh, so hard. I mean, we really saw it. It was close in the beginning, and then like you said, once they got all that rolling in the second half, NC State really did not stand a chance. This game got out of hand really quickly when Michigan went on a run to start the third quarter, and then they never looked back after that. Every single player on this team got involved, got going. Just incredible showing all around. And like you said, if Michigan has everything going for them, it's going to be very hard to take them down in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. So that'll do it for our coverage here of March Madness in the Ann Arbor Regional.
Zach, also, This is our last game at Crisler ever.
This is. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I had my last game at Yost last night. Now it's the last game at Crisler. This is horrible. Why would you remind me of that? Oh.
But it's good goodbyes. It's happy goodbyes. They're moving on. Michigan hockey got the win yesterday.
Yes,
Women's
great
basketball
goodbyes.
gets the win today.
We ended our Crisler career at courtside
On a very high note. Huge win. March Madness. No better way to end it in my mind.
Couldn't have asked for a better experience here in the last game. Thank you for joining me, Jaden.
Of course. Thank you for joining me.
Of course. For Jaden Fode, I've been Zach Warshaw. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in Fort Worth. For now, we'll leave you, as we always do, with a good night and a go blue.